Today is a very special day out here.
Why?
Well, I want to start this. I want to preface. I have something prepared.
I love it.
I want to preface this with saying that not only are you my brother-in-law,
Yeah.
but I've known you for a very long time. I knew you when we were really young. I know where you come from. I remember visiting your apartment in high school. Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your mom. She still doesn't know that, by the way.
Yeah.
So I know I know where you come from, and so to see that, even as close as I am to you, that you are now gracing the cover of Variety magazine.
Let's go.
Extra special to me, bro, and congratulations, man, and it's beautiful.
Dude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, you saw everything, bro.
Yeah.
You saw everything. So, man, let me take this off. I'm sorry. It's like man, man, I don't even know how to talk right now. It's so crazy when you really want something, and I hate to do this because I feel like I always do this on this pod, but it's like when you really want something, man, and I know I say this, you visualize and all that, you manifest. Yo, you can only do that when it's inside, when it's buried inside, right? Like if you go out and you tell the world, oh, I'm gonna manifest this today, like, it's not gonna happen. It's really got to become a part of your DNA. It's got to be part of your cosmetic makeup, man. Like you got to live and breathe and let your soul have it, man. And everything just starts to happen. You start gravitating towards stuff. You just start walking towards stuff. You start running towards it. Yeah. You see those little tiny doors and you start running towards them until they get bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, that's how I felt, man. I was just like, I always told myself, because, when you go up the 405, right? Mm-hmm. For people that don't live in LA, when you go up the 405 going north, okay, you'll see the Getty to your left. And before you see the Getty, you'll see the Variety building. You see a huge building and it says Variety on the top. Bro, it literally would just not eat at my soul, but just like in my stomach. I'd always look at it while I'm driving. And it would always be in my head. I'm going to be on that cover, bro. I'm going to be on that cover. When I go to like my agents, when I go to CAA or whatever, and I see those Variety magazines on the coffee tables, I'm like, I'll be on the cover of this thing. They don't know, but it's coming.
Yeah.
And it's here, bro. It's here today.
It's cool because you're able to keep that spirit in the face of hundreds and hundreds of no's. And that's what it is, man. And again, like you said, we talk about this all the time, man. But I'm because it's an inspiration to me. Because even at the age that we're at right now, like I'm having I have new ambitions. You know what I mean? And so to watch you achieve these things, and with every success, it drives me to work hard and still try to achieve things. And so I want you to know that, man. And it's because a lot of times people take that for granted, like being so close to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, that's Joe. He's successful. He's my brother-in-law, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I want you to know that I do look at that with admiration, and it helps me drive towards things, man. So
that's so dope. Thank you. Because I see it. I see it in you, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, man, now that we're being honest, like you said, there's I don't want, man, I'm going to be walking on ice on this one. But yes, there's fuck it. You know how when you, yes, there's an advantage of knowing me or whatever. You can do two things. You could be like, that's my relative or whatever it is. And let me, oh God, I better be careful with my words. You can take two things. You can either be involved or you can be involved in yourself, right? Like be inspired and then make it happen. Yeah. Look at me and go, it's possible. And when I need them, that I will go to that source and use it. You know what I mean? And then there's people in here that are like, I'm gonna use the source every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then those are the ones where I'm just like, well, I gotta see the grind. This is my 30th year, bro. Like, I need to see the grind. Yeah. Please show me the grind, man.
I get it.
Show me the bloody knuckles. Show me the scarred brain and the tears. How many times did I fucking cry, Dre? You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I need to see that. If I don't see that, then I can't invest. I can't help because I know that your heart isn't in it. You know what I mean? And one thing I noticed with you, man, is, bro, you've always, I always see it on the outside.
Yeah.
I always see you doing your thing, always grinding, you know, and doing it. And
thanks a lot, man.
This is a great segue. Yeah. for what we're about to talk about, which was all natural, by the way. You know, this isn't like we decided to do this,
right?
But the way you said that is pretty cool, because when you reached out and asked, you know, about somebody, whatever, you were doing a project, whatever it was, boom, like, yeah, that's when you help.
Yeah. And I appreciated it. And I think, you know, by now, like it takes everything in me I'm not the person that goes, I have these resources and I'm just going to use them and I'm just going to ask people for things, because I'm just not that person. That's just
dude, that's dope. And people appreciate that more. Like, you get more respect when you do that. You know what I mean? When you got someone running alongside you and you're like, no, man, I got this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when a kid, when you try and put a kid in a car seat, and then when they see you when you snap it together for the first time, the kid observes it. And now every time you put him in the car seat, it's like, I got it. Yeah. I got it. Let me do this. At what point do people stop doing that? Why is it when you're a kid, you're like, I got it. You showed me already. Now just let me. It's going to take 30 minutes, but the determination in that kid to get that 3-point harness in is everything. And you sit there and you admire your kid doing it. And it's like, at what point do we stop? At what point do we do people go, I don't want to say I got it anymore. I want you to get it for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to take the hands. Oh, you mean at what point do you ask for that? Yeah.
But at what point because when a kid does it, it's just natural. It's like he sees you do it, and then they're like, I got it from here. You don't have to do it anymore. Let me try. Yeah. And at what point do we grow out of that? You know what I mean? Like, naturally, we don't want help. We want to learn how to do it. And then all of a sudden, the older we get, we don't want to learn how to do it anymore. Now we just want it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah. When that should be the mentality of a kid. That's a kid's mentality.
That's true.
So when an adult goes, stop acting like a kid, you better think about that.
Right.
Because every kid I see, every kid that has a dream, bro. When my son's on the roof of a house, he's like, I can jump into that pool and make the biggest splash.
Right.
But when I get on that roof, I'm like, I could die and break my neck.
And I think that's exactly what happens. I think that's the metaphor, is that people are like, too much can go wrong.
Yeah.
Stop trying.
Yeah.
So to do it themselves. And so they depend on, it's easier to lean on somebody as a crutch than to try it yourself because of the fear. You're like, if I fall flat on my face, I'm either going to go broke or I'm going to be embarrassed, or, you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Yeah. So that's I think that's what it is. It's that you grow into fear. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to watch my daughter. My daughter was a daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, would jump off anything, would do anything. And now there's a healthy fear too. Like she understands, like, now she could get hurt doing certain things, so she won't do it. But you grow into that. You grow that sense of fear, and sometimes it overtakes you. And I think, and I've been victim of that. You know what I mean? Like, you get to a place where, like, you finally, like, start making a little bit. It's funny because it's when you start making a little bit of money. It's not when you have a lot of money. It's when you have a little bit and you're like, I don't want to go back to being broke.
Yeah.
So you don't stop taking chances, right? Like, you're like, oh man, I can't. There's no way I could take a chance now and invest in myself because I like eating every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But okay, that's a great example of that, but then also the fear that you're talking about, right, is also the dream, right? Is that what you're talking about as well? Like, I understand the fear of like, there's a risk at skydiving, right? The older you get, it's like, whoa. The chances of dying is very high right now. You know what I mean? But what about the fear about dreaming? At what point, or the fear of, or moving forward, or investing in yourself, or taking a chance? At what point does that stop?
It's the same. It's the same. Because you start to understand. Like before, you don't. I remember being like 16, 17 years old. You don't know not to try things. You know what I mean? But when you get in your 20s, you start getting responsibilities, and you get an apartment, you get a car. Now you want to keep these things that you have. You don't want to take the risk of losing those things. And when you look back on that stuff, it's like it's really nothing that you're trying to hold on to. You know what I mean? We had a conversation years ago, and you were like, yeah, man, instead of a couple steak dinners, take that money for those steak dinners and invest in yourself. You know what I mean? And
100.
And those people, and there are people who like the steak dinners more. They'll continue to eat steak and not achieve their dreams.
It's so funny, Dre. God, this is so crazy. We're on the same frequency right now, man. Because literally, I was driving to. I had to drop my car off. Okay, I'm not going to tell you where. I dropped my car off, and Angie was driving me back. Right. So my ex she took me there, dropped off my car because it needed service, and then we're driving back to the house. And of course, Angie drives a Tesla, right? And Angie's like, why haven't you invested in Tesla stock? Because she's got Tesla stock. She goes, why haven't you invested in Tesla stock? And I'm like, because I'm investing in Joe stock. Yeah. Why am I going to give another man my money so that he can make more money? And I go, don't get me wrong, it's a great investment, but I need that cash for me.
For sure.
I'm not going to let it sit there and then watch him become more of a billionaire when I can keep that money and invest in me. Why am I going to sit there and wait for Tesla stock to go up in 10 years when I can make this money go up in 10 days?
Right. And you're a brand. You know what I mean? Like, and even if you're not at Jo Koy level as a person,
yes,
you are your own personal brand. You are the CEO of your own personal brand. And so it makes sense. You invest in your brand as opposed to in their brand.
100%. Dude, you could have said that any better. Exactly what Dre said, dude. You don't have to be an entertainer. You don't have to be anything. But there's opportunity. We live in a country where it provides that opportunity for you to invest in yourself. And we have so many tools. Look at us. We're doing a podcast via Zoom. Like, if you're not doing this, then it's your fault.
Sure.
If you're at work and you're the guy that everyone always goes up to and talks to, or you're the lady that everyone goes up to for advice, I'm just saying, invest in yourself. You know what I mean? Or, hey, if you want to give it out for free, that's another thing. That's a beautiful thing too. I'm not encouraging, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is opportunity is there. It's up to you whether or not you want it or not. Don't ask for it. Yeah, make your own resources. Create your own bridges. You know what I mean? You think any of your heroes are fucking with are worried about how was I trying to say it? In my head, it made sense, but it's like every hero that you were inspired by have their own bridges. You think there's only one bridge? No. We all have our own bridges, man.
Yeah.
And we're all walking towards the same thing. And those bridges are used to walk over obstacles, big, giant, raging rapids that are going to fuck up whatever it is that you want to get to. You create a bridge and get over it. We all have them, man.
Yeah, I used to have those same excuses of like, well, I don't have this and I don't have that, and I that's why I like the phrase "start where you are." You know what I mean? I like that, man. It's like, and I had to take heed of that. I'm being 100% honest with everyone that's listening. Is that I'm guilty. I'm guilty of wallowing in like I don't have. You know what I mean?
Yes. I am too, by the way, Trey. So don't sit there and act like I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you because I'm exactly like you. For anyone to sit there and act like they never wallowed or threw salt the other direction, you're a liar. But all I'm saying is identify with it and learn from it. We're all allowed to have mistakes. Sure. Just learn from it, man. Sure. I love failing. I really do, man. I was a below average student in high school. The society told me I wasn't going to be nothing. The Army said, we'll take you. The Air Force said, we'll take you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They were like, hey, this is about as far as you can go in life, buddy. Be all you can be here. I could have. And no disrespect to the armed services, man. Like, yo, my stepdad was military. My dad was military. They provided a beautiful life for me and my family. No disrespect. I'm just saying, I knew I wasn't going to go to the Air Force or Army. Yeah. I knew I had more in me. I knew I had more to offer. And another thing, anyone that's in the service that's listening, I'm not disrespecting you. If you're in there, be all you can be in that too. You got the opportunity right now to be whatever the fuck you want to be, man. If you were a fuck up in high school and now you're in the Army, shit, go for it, bro. Be the best.
Yeah, I mean, whatever your gifts are, man. Like, and that's the thing is it's identifying your gifts and just moving on them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the moving on them part is the hard part.
Yeah,
it's easy. I've seen a lot of there's a lot of people that know, like a lot of know-it-alls that do nothing. You know, those
nothing, bro. Do nothing, Trey. Keep going. Talk.
They can tell you everything about.
Yeah, man.
Their life, your life.
Yeah.
They have all the knowledge in the world and do nothing with it. You know.
Yeah, man.
And that's disappointing.
Yeah, I got family members. I got friends. I got so many people. And no disrespect. I love my family. I'm just saying, man. I got a lot of people that like to give me advice. Mm-hmm. I don't need to show you statements, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Nothing worse than you got a friend that tells you how to invest your money. I'm like, my guy, you asked me for a ride to the airport. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I feel you on that, man. It's like a lot of know-it-alls, but you know what, Dre, we need those people, right? We need them.
No, we do. I just, my only point was that like do something with that. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you have that knowledge and honestly, like this pod and has brought out that in me, you know what I mean? Is giving me a platform to understand like what my gifts are and to be able to share them, you know what I mean? So that,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Everybody doesn't have this platform, and so I can't fault them for that. But at the same time, like you just have to with your gifts, man.
Yeah, man. Be inspired, you guys. Be inspired always, please. Even be inspired by the ones you don't really want to be inspired by. For some reason, you don't like that person. Whatever it is, man. Be inspired. Use it to motivate you, man. What is it, dude? I'm doing this show about I don't want to talk about it, but let's I'll make up what this show's about, right? It's a show about woodcraft. Okay? Right. And I got these famous people that make things out of wood. Famous wood, and they're in magazines. Famous. Got Instagrams. Guess what they deal with on the regular? Haters that also do wood shit.
That sounds crazy, but
it's so crazy to me that there's a troll in anything you do in life. You make something out of wood, there's another motherfucker that does stuff out of wood that's going to hate on you. Why? I get it. We need those people because that's the palette that we need. Mm-hmm. We need a palette filled with all kinds of different woodcraft people. And then the really bad ones make the really good ones look good. So you need the bad ones.
Yeah.
They're here for a reason, to make you look good. So don't ever get upset when a really bad one talks shit about you.
A bad wood crafter?
A bad whatever it is in life. Right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's worse when somebody who's not bad is that way. You know what I mean? Like somebody
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
that has their own lane and has their own gifts.
Yeah.
They still hate.
Still hate.
Weird.
That's weird to me.
That is weird because it's like they're mad at you. They act as if like, yes, you did get your success, but but there was a lot that played a role in it, right?
Yeah.
They act as if like they're mad at you for getting success.
It's weird. That you're right about that. I hate it when I see another one that's really good talking shit about another one that's really good. It's like, what are you doing?
Why are you focusing your energy on that?
Why is LeBron James talking shit about Michael Jordan? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
That makes no sense to me.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a basketball player that's like, I can't even think of any. I can't, like, what are we supposed to say?
Yeah. I mean, I can understand why a shitty basketball player would be talking shit.
Yeah, I get it. But there's no reason for it. My whole thing is you can hate that person for being successful or whatever it is that they do. Keep it to yourself and be inspired. How the fuck did they get there?
Yeah.
How did Kobe Bryant get to where he was, man? I don't know. 8 hours in the gym before the game?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Drinking at the club? Of course you suck on the court. Of course you suck on the fucking court. No wonder Kobe takes the last second shot. Oh, you're complaining that he gets the ball all the time? Well, guess who's in the gym practicing last second shot drills for 4 hours straight by himself with a personal coach that he paid for, not the Lakers.
Who was that I can't remember who it was, but they were on the Lakers and they were like, oh, I thought I was going to get to the gym early and get work in, and I got there at 6 a.m. and Kobe
I know who you're talking about. It's he played for the Rebels. Come on, man. Isaiah Ryder. Was that Isaiah Ryder?
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't remember it. I know Isaiah Ryder played there, but I don't know who
it was. Isaiah Ryder.
So he said he was going to get some early work.
Talking shit, get some early work in. And then he said that he could beat him one-on-one.
Right.
Got the first 2 buckets on him. Lost the rest of the day. Oh, are you talking about, how about his trainer? How about the first day the Lakers trainer this trainer just got signed by the Lakers. Right. And he knew that he heard rumors that Kobe's a tough one to, get along with. And Kobe goes, I'll see you at 5. Let's get our practice in. That motherfucker goes in at 5 p.m. and he goes, you were late.
Yeah.
Why didn't you come to practice? He goes, I'm early. It's 4:55. 5 a.m., man.
5 a.m. Yeah.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
Who the fuck practices at 5 p.m.? I'm Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, man. I mean, but to your point, it's like you watch people, watch why they're successful, and you try to emulate it.
Emulate it, man. Invest in yourself, you guys. Please invest in yourself. It's the best investment you'll ever make. Stop worrying about stock markets and look, if you want to do it that way, that's the safe route, do it. I get it. I understand. But don't let whatever it is that you think that you might be good at. Oh, I think I might be good at this. Never mind. I'll put this in 401k. Don't do that. You're acting like you get to live forever. Nope.
Right. It's a flash, bro.
It's a flash. My son's about to be 18. Your daughter's about to graduate college.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes by quick.
Quick, bro.
And you don't want to be, you don't want to have to look back, man, at
like
60 and go, oh man, I wish I could have. I wish I would have.
Yeah. I wish I would have. What if I? If you keep questioning your dreams, then you might as well get a silk screen T-shirt that says, what if I? What if I? What if I would have done this? What if I would have followed this? What if I would have invested in that? Because that's what you're doing with your life.
Yeah.
Why even live? That's not living.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deon Cole, you guys, go watch his special. I've been telling everybody to watch Deon Cole before his damn special. You can vouch for that, Trey. Don't act like I've never said that. Deon Cole. He's got this one joke that I think is so funny. Where's my people in their 40s? They all clap. He's like, you got 30 summers left. You got 30 summers. Where's my 50-year-olds at? You got 20 summers left. Where's my 60-year-olds at? You know what I mean? Yeah. Doesn't look so good for you guys, huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's fucking true. People act like they're here forever, Dre. You're not. Yeah. You're not here forever. You're on borrowed time.
Yeah. So that stuff that you're putting off, every day you put it off, man.
It vanishes. It vanishes. Just try it, you guys. You'll love it. I'm telling you. And make your own resources. Create your own bridges. Make your own networks. Believe me, when you follow that path, whatever it is that you want to be on, you will start meeting people on the same path. But if you keep fucking with people that like to just be destructive or not follow their dreams or always negative and don't want to do this, guess what? You're going to be the same person.
Exactly.
You are who you fuck with.
Exactly.
You're a product of your own environment, man. I love that word. You're a product of your own environment. That's the truth. Oh, you go stay in the woods for 6 months, guess what? I'm a lumberjack. I know how to cut a tree. I know how to build a house. I know how to eat off of the land. Guaranteed. Right. Because you're a product of your own environment. I'm a city boy, bro. I eat every day out.
Right.
You put me in the woods for 6 months, I become the environment I'm around. You put me in the city, I become what I'm around. That is just me. You want to be rich and successful? Be around rich and successful people. You want to be an athlete or be involved in sports? Be with people that are involved in sports. It's a proven fact.
Yeah.
They don't say that because it's fun to say. That's life.
No, for sure.
Bro, look at the head coach of the Miami Heat. That dude, I don't even think what's his name? Filipino cat.
Spoelstra.
Yeah. Spoelstra. I don't even think the guy played a lick of NBA basketball. You know what he did? He filed the videotapes of other games. He was basically a scouting report guy.
Yeah.
He would look at the videotapes, and then what was the head coach's name? You remember back in the day, the one brother was at New York, and the other brother was at
Van Gundy.
Van Gundy. He was Van Gundy's assistant.
Mm-hmm. Not
even assistant, tape guy, videotape guy. He sat in a room and looked at videotapes. Always wanted to be a coach. Yep. Learned every fucking play of every play of every star athlete in the NBA. Knew what kind of plays were being called. He knew the team's inside offense and defense.
Yeah.
Van Gundy's like, you want to sit next to me during the games? Van Gundy leaves. Can we make you a head coach? What?
You just hit on something else, man.
That's a perfect example of being something that you want. You want to be something, you need to be around it. And it needs to embody you.
And he also, what you hit on was he made himself valuable.
Yep. Yes.
He made himself valuable.
Valuable, bro. A lot of people would have taken that videotape job and just went like, oh, fuck it. Here you go. This is what Charles Barkley does. I cut out all the fat and I just put all the Charles Barkley highlights that you need on this videotape. And here's Patrick Ewing here. Run it. I got to go eat. My wife is no. This dude was studying plays, coming up with other plays to defend those plays, how to play this player, how to play that player. Now look.
Yeah.
He's got 2 rings, bro. He went from the showers to the fucking championship. What?
Main stage, man.
You create your own destiny, man. You drive your own car. You drive your own bus. I love the bus reference.
Yeah.
You got a big giant bus, as many seats as you want, man. How many seats you want on your bus? Because whoever's riding with you, they're riding with you.
Right.
You're in control. You're the bus driver, bro.
Right.
Yep. Right? You want to be solo? You want to be on that motorcycle by yourself? Go for it. Won't go that far. When that thing breaks down, what happens?
Right.
You got to call other people to help you. You got 1 million people on your bus and that shit breaks down. Guess what? 1 million people hold that bus and we can walk it together.
Help with you already.
Right? I don't know, man. I love it. I love it. You know who's it's cool, man. It's cool to see what you're doing, man. And it's very inspirational when you sent me what you were working on was awesome. And that's a perfect example of when how do I say it? But I don't want to say help because you're not helping, man. It's like two people following a dream together.
For sure.
I'm talking about Will. You're not helping Will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Will can sing. Will knows what he's doing. You know what you're doing. You guys are both walking down this is a perfect example of walking down the same path together. You may not have been in the same lane, but right now you are, and you guys are both walking down the same path. And then
that is so.
Let me help you out. Not help you out. Hey, you mind if I? Oh yeah. Come on. Well, what is it? Oh, really? You do that? Okay. How about I do this? Oh, what? I know that sounds stupid. It doesn't make sense if you listen to the audio, but basically, it's like, yeah, of course I'm going to mess with you. Of course, yeah. Let's do something together.
It's crazy because I had this same conversation with Gemma this morning, and it was literally almost the same reference that you're making about people being on similar paths, not in the same lane.
No. Nope.
Once those lanes start merging together, like doors start opening up because the spirit is the same.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
100.
You're carrying each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing, man. And
it's a weird thing. And I saw that with you. You know what I mean? And then everyone else starts falling in place.
Exactly.
Resources fall in place.
Exactly.
That's a perfect example. That's what I'm talking about, Trey. You knew you had these resources a long time ago, but why would you use it? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
And then why would you use it when it does make sense? And I know that didn't make sense what I just said, but what I'm trying to say is it's not like you were like, oh, let me do this to blah, blah, blah. No, it's like it just came to your head. It was right here the whole time. Mm-hmm. An opportunity happened. You're like, you know who'd be perfect for this? Blah, blah, blah. Really? Bro, you're not going to believe this. Hold on. And that's how it happens, organically.
Exactly what happened.
Exactly. I know it did.
Wow.
And then that's the beauty, man.
And it's crazy that you're speaking to that, not even knowing. Like you don't know that. We haven't had a conversation before.
No.
I'm a witness to everyone listening. Joe and I have never had this conversation before.
No.
But you're saying exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, I think real recognizes real, right? But it's just like, I just know because I know you as a person. Like I know there's so many times, there's so many opportunities that this could have happened, but it wasn't right.
Yeah.
It wasn't real, it wasn't organic or what, it wasn't the time, whatever it was. This was that time where you were like, yeah, man, this is going to happen. I'm going to make this happen. Right. And I'm not talking about with me. I'm talking about the entire project. Yeah, for sure. That's pretty dope. And what we're talking about, I know I'm not throwing out any names, but Will is an artist out of Tacoma as well, which is where we're at, T-Town. All right. He's a younger cat though. How old is Will?
Will is 30.
Will's 30. So he's younger. All right. Way younger than Dre and I. We come from Tacoma when it was extremely grimy. Yeah. But it's just cool to see people come up from Tacoma. Yo, a lot of people come up from Tacoma. We just don't know it. Sure. You know, and how was your relationship with Will? How did you even meet? How did you guys?
I met Will probably about 10 years ago. So he had this. He wrote a record for Nicki Minaj called "Fly," which Rihanna sang the chorus to that. I met him here in LA with his writing team at the time, and we just maintained a casual friendship. You know what I mean, over the time, and then he came out to do a show last October or last August. Went to go see him. He was talking about his situation, and I was like, hey man, let's stay in touch. Let's see what happens. And then we just started talking on a friendship level, and I there were things I could help him with, so I was kind of helping him a little bit. I mean, obviously being close to the industry here helps. So I had access to certain things I could just kind of help him with. And then eventually, it turned into, it was like we never had a conversation about making it a professional relationship. You know what I mean? Until recently, and then it was kind of like, well, let's just really do this and let's see what could happen. So it's really cool.
That's so dope. Will sings, very good singer. What type of genre would you say Will falls in?
Well, Will,
because nowadays there's all kinds of genres now.
Yeah, I would say he's more pop, hip hop,
Yeah,
hybrid.
Yeah.
Current project that he's doing is traditional R&B though.
Yeah.
That just kind of came out of it's more like neo soul R&B. It just kind of came out of the combination of him and the producer E. Jones style.
That's dope. That's so dope. Dre, let's go ahead and talk to Will in a second. We'll just go to a break real quick and we'll be right back with your art. Well, a friend of yours, artist by the name of?
Will Jordan.
Will Jordan. We'll be right back.
Winning season returns at MyBookie. Winning season means doubling your first deposit.
Yes.
Yep. Winning season means insane props, epic bonuses, and the craziest cross-sport wagers. At MyBookie, winning season means watching live sports and betting live. Sports all season long.
All season long. Even with this fanless sports season that we got going on right now, you can still bet on it.
You can still bet on it, baby.
Might as well make some money. Let's go.
The NFL has returned. It means action-packed Sundays and huge cash prizes. Get in on the action. Use promo code KOYPOND. That's promo code
KOYPOND, KOYPOND. And what happens if you use the promo code Brian?
Double your first deposit.
What?
Damn. That's new players get up to $1,000 in free play designed to add more excitement to the sports you love and the games you bet. Wow.
Let's go. You get to use your money and the house's money to win more money? Bruh.
Bet with the best this NFL season for your chance to win big. Use promo code KOYPOND and double your first deposit. Your winning season begins today only at MyBookie.
MyBookie. MyBookie. Welcome back. Will.
Hey.
This is the guy we've been talking about the whole time. We're going to go ahead and say, in fact, Andre, why don't you introduce everybody to our guest right now?
Sure. This is Will Jordan. He's from Tacoma, Washington. He's actually from my same neighborhood, Hilltop, and he's a phenomenal songwriter, singer, multi-genre. He's an incredible producer. I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, he's the reason why I'm so excited about the work that we're doing together is because I think that it's beyond music and what we're doing right now. I see that Will has a spirit that's gonna carry forward and take care of a lot of people in this world.
Wow. So, I'm gonna cry on this.
Yeah, man. See? That's a great introduction.
Wow.
And that's a very, very big thing to follow, Will. So if you suck,
yes,
that's on you.
It is. Absolutely. Thank you, Dre, for setting me up for failure.
No, there's no failure there at all, man. You're a genuine guy. I feel it in your spirit.
Wow.
You're very sincere. And I got that from the first time I met you. Wow. Plus, and then just listening to your music is beautiful. Why don't you tell everybody the name of the song?
Yeah, thank you. Wow. First, thank you for having me on. This is incredible. The song is called Back to Me. And it's pretty much like, I feel like a lot of music nowadays is very like picturesque and very like people talk about like what like a perfect idea, a perfect version of things. Like everybody's driving Bentleys and Rolls Royce and Maseratis and taking somebody's girl. Yeah. I kind of wanted to help balance things out and just come from like a more honest place. So my song is just talking about like losing your girl, losing the love in your life, and seeing her with somebody who's clearly better, she's leveled up in a lot of ways. And so you're kind of just hoping that he breaks her heart and then she comes back and settles for you. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever say she leveled up or someone's better than you. I think that's a horrible description. I think you in the video, to me personally, when you look at a love story, I don't look at somebody with all the flashy shit as leveling up. And if I see someone that leaves me
right
as good as the person I am, bitch, you fell off. You didn't level up, bitch. You leveled down. And I'm going to write a song about it. Yeah, I'm a little hurt, but I'm going to make it. I'll be all right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're right. I've really, to be honest, I've never like cheated on somebody or done anything like in a relationship to warrant kind of the song that I wrote. But it was more of like me trying to write a song that I wanted people to write for me. I've had the gift and curse of kind of being the good guy. But the cool thing about this project, and even just working with Dre and all the things that have been happening over this last year, we talked about a lot, is like how it seems like sometimes good guys do get to finish first. So like taking those toxic moments and things I've been through and kind of flipping it around and turning it into art has actually been a way to kind of make some doors open and some cool things happen for me musically. So I can't even be mad about it.
I love that you said that, because that's been a saying for a long, long time. Good guys finish last. Man, go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of that saying, man.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so indirectly toxic. It's so like, you got to be bad to make it. You know what I mean? It's the line then, and you got to eat to survive. Man, fuck you, man. That shit don't exist anymore.
No.
That doesn't. You know what I mean? You want to be successful. I think especially that's the one thing I will take from this generation. And I know this is no, it's not a horrible example. It's a perfect example.
Right.
I got to watch my words sometimes. But, when you see like these young kids on, like, here's a perfect example. You look at somebody like Batch, and you look at Amanda Cerny, and you look at everybody that's they're on their Instagram or whatever.
Right.
Together, they're an unstoppable force.
Right.
Yeah.
They all realize that right away. And that's a perfect example of, you know what I mean? It's not about who finishes first and, only I can be on top in this Instagram game. It's like, no, man, there's too many people in this world for one person to be successful.
Yeah.
There's enough for everybody. Justin Bieber has 140 million followers. Guess what? So does everyone else. So does everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should never make you scared or distracted. Like, oh, well, there it goes. Justin has all the fans.
He took them all.
He has 140 million fans. There's no more. What are you talking about?
Right.
There's enough for everyone and then some.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, it's like, dude, this is what this is all about, man. One hand helps the other hand, and man, we all get to the top. So
yeah,
and I love that about this generation, man. It's a perfect example of how if you just come together, man, we all finish first. You don't have to be a bad guy to make it anymore.
Right.
I think they used that back in the day when there was no social media, so you had to believe the bullshit that was told to you.
Yeah, that's true.
The power of social media, we're all like, nah.
Wow.
You're full of shit.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
But those are the conversations Will and I had, especially early, is about just combining resources and making things happen, and stop worrying about who gets credit and who's on top. And let's just and I think if we're able to build that foundation, of that feeling, and take that back to other people and let them grow in that as well.
Yeah, man. That's a perfect example, man.
Yeah.
Look at Def Comedy Jam, bro.
Goodness
Look
gracious.
at it. That's a perfect example of like, You know what I mean? That platform right there alone.
Right.
It's amazing. Like the amount of talent that came out of that. That was a platform of everyone helping each other at one time.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking movement that's still used, that to this day is still being used.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at everything that has came out of that. 1991, I think that's when it came out. Or when did that come out? 90?
90, 91.
If that thing never would have came out, we would have never known.
Wow. Yeah.
Would have never known. Like everybody knew, like, this is what we need to do. Let's put all our resources together and watch what happens.
Right.
And that shit was unstoppable. Hollywood had to say something.
For sure.
Right.
Hollywood was like holding on to that forever. Oh, no. Black movies will never make money.
Right.
Black movies will never make money. You want to make a black movie, you better get a credit card and make it yourself.
Goodness gracious.
And look what happened. Spike Lee was like, all right, motherfucker, I'll make it.
Right.
I'll make that fucking movie. Boom. Blockbuster smash. Robert Townsend. Robert
Townsend, yeah.
Slink. Made it. Then what happened? Oh, well, you know what? We do stand-up comedy also. Here, let's make that shit happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Goodness. Yeah. I'm feeling motivated.
I'm just saying, man, when you put your resources together, it's undeniable.
Yeah.
It's unstoppable.
Sure.
They can keep telling you no, and the only reason why is because they want it all for themselves.
Yeah.
You got to show them. You got to show them there's more than 140 million fans out there.
Right.
There's billions of people. And I forget that too. Like you see somebody with 7 million streams, it's like, wow, they're really killing it. There's still room for everybody else to eat as well.
There's so many. I say this all the time. I think I say this about once a month. I'm pretty sure Dre has heard this a million times from me, but I always say it as if I've never said it before. When I used to fly into Denver, okay, Will? When you fly into Denver, have you ever flown into Denver before?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And when you look out the window, you see the Rockies, right? It's the most spectacular sight you'll ever see. You've never seen that many mountains in your life before. It's breathtaking.
Right.
You can get all the people in the world, billions of people, and you stick them in the Rocky Mountains. There won't be enough people to fill up those mountains.
Oh, my goodness.
Every person in the world will have its own mountaintop in the Rockies. That's how many mountaintops there are in this world. And by the way, that's just the Rockies. We're not even talking about all the mountains that are in Africa, in Asia, in Australia. You know how many mountaintops there are, Will?
Wow.
We all get a mountaintop.
Wow.
It's like Earth is like Oprah. You get a mountaintop. You get a mountaintop. You get a mountaintop. Everyone in Hollywood acts like there's only one mountaintop, and they're too busy trying to hold motherfuckers out. No, it's mine. I'm at the top. There's only one mountain here, and only I can be up here. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Wow.
Everyone gets a mountaintop. Everyone.
There's nothing kills a movement quicker than like that mentality.
Yeah.
Is I gotta be king.
Yeah, I gotta be king of the. Oh my God, that's another one of those. What is that? A cliche? King of the hill?
Yeah.
Good guys finish last?
Right.
Nah, man. Nah. I've never believed in that.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever. I've always been the same dude, man, since day one. And I think everyone else is doing that.
Yeah.
All that shit, that King of the Hill shit, all them cats, I don't even know where they're at now. I really don't.
Yeah.
Nor do I care. You were too busy being by yourself, motherfucker. I'm trying to build an army.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's how you win a war. Am I right?
Goodness gracious. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, man. Build your army. That's what it's about. You need generals. You need majors. You need foot soldiers. You need everybody on the ground, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to just walk around? You just want to walk around like the president? You're going to be alone.
That's true. The mountaintop thing is tripping me. I never thought of even just the way those line up, like an actual mountaintop that everybody can get.
Bro, you ever fly over the Rockies, right? You're in a 747, 750? I don't even know what the size. Let's just say it's massive. On the ground at LAX, that is the biggest thing you've ever seen. Over the Rockies, it's a grain of salt.
Yeah.
That's how tiny and insignificant that plane is when you fly over the Rockies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of what life is.
Right.
Dude, we're not even talking about the Himalayas.
Right. Right.
You ever look at the pyramids? You ever see someone walk up a pyramid and sit on top of it? It's breathtaking. You're you're just a little tiny person on top of this massive, massive structure.
Right.
Right.
That's your life. That's you. You can build that structure. That's you. It's got foundation. It just keeps building wherever it is that you want to go.
Right.
Everyone deserves a mountaintop. Everyone can have it. Everyone can have their own mountaintop. Hey, if this person doesn't want to fuck with you on their mountain, guess what? I'm building my own mountain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's life, gracious, bro. Build it, man. That's why I was so proud of that project that you guys did with the video. You even did your own video shoot. Yo, you guys went in. I don't even know. Did you guys use Reds on that? What kind of camera equipment did you guys use? What type of camera did you use?
Sony's. I think they were Sony's.
Yeah, it was Sony's.
Man, it was beautiful. It was shot nice. It was cut nice. It had a nice storyline. Like you didn't go and hire grips and trailers. You didn't have a crafts. You didn't have craft service.
We did have craft service.
We did have
down.
Yeah, man. You brought it way back. That's a perfect example of using the resources in front of you. Right. That's why when people say that, oh, I don't think I can make it, man. I can't do this and I can't do that. Bro, if you got a phone, you can shoot a movie.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a couple of videos right now that are hitting like, I don't know, 10 million. Shot it on my camera.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about. I look around. I'm like, I'm sorry, what do you need?
Right.
Anyways, this is more about you. I'm sorry.
No,
I just get inspired. Mind you, Will, when I talk to you, I'm also talking to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when I talk to you, I'm using you as like a trampoline to bounce back at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes I get lazy. I can spit all day about stuff, but it's like sometimes I get lazy. I'll find myself on the couch scrolling up.
Wow.
When I could be making a video.
Right.
I could be doing something, getting some type of content out, something that'll advance me. So like, yo, when I see your video, man, it's inspirational. Wow. Seeing you produce that song and write your song as beautiful as it is.
Thank you. And
not waiting. Bro, I feel sorry for all those cats in the 70s and 60s and early 80s.
Right.
Before Teddy Riley.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the bullshit that all those, black artists had to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Getting their shit stolen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's just how the laws were in place. Sorry, buddy. There is no licensing deal.
Right.
You wrote that song. Paul Anka's going to sing it too, and he's going to get all the money. Motherfucker's going to sing Tutti Frutti and make $1 billion. Yeah. Sorry, little Richard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel sorry for those cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also feel sorry for the cats that are here today that don't realize that there was a struggle before them and create this opportunity that you guys have now and not take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's lazy.
Yeah.
These fuckers, they sacrificed everything, and then you're not going to do anything for their sacrifice? That's lazy.
Right.
So when I see somebody like you do it, man, that's awesome. Anyways, this is more about you. I'm sorry. When I get on my little soapbox, Will, I'm talking.
I'm taking it in. I'm trying to absorb as much as I can. So I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love the video. I love the story. Who came up with the story?
It was collaboration. It started off kind of like a lot more complicated and convoluted, and then Dre and Luca helped me to kind of tone it down and make a lot more sense. Because in my mind, I think of a music video as a chance to make a movie. Like I have treatments for the next 6 or 7 years, the whole storyline written out.
Yeah.
So I was trying to fit as much as I could into that video. And they're like, what if we just take this out and move this and cut this part out?
Yeah.
And they helped to edit it down to and then added some ideas as well that I hadn't even thought of. So it was a collaboration between everyone.
That's cool. I love that, man. That's old school shit. That Michael Jackson used to do that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, he used to make mini features.
Yeah, that was.
You remember they used to stop it. They used to stop it in between The Simpsons and the Tracy Ullman Show and be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson's The Way You Make Me Feel."
That's right.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah, because it was TV quality ready. He was ahead of his time. A lot of people don't understand what Michael Jackson was. He was more than an artist. He was more than a singer. The motherfucker was first at everything.
Right.
He had that child mind that I was talking about earlier, Mike, Dre. He had the child's mind.
Yeah.
The same kid that sat in the car seat saying, I got it. I can put on these seatbelts. I got it. That's Michael. He never grew out of that.
Right.
Michael saw a laser and went, oh my God, I want that in my video.
Right. He really did.
And he was the first one to have green laser. He had the first laser in a music video. Cost him millions of dollars in when did Rock With You come out?
80?
80. 1980. He was the first one with a laser.
Oh my goodness.
Michael.
Yeah.
I didn't know it cost that much either. Back then.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I got one for $80 because of that.
Yeah,
video.
you got it for $80 in 2020.
Yeah.
Where do you think he got a laser in 1979, bro?
Do you even know how big? Do you remember how big a laser compressor was back then? It was massive.
That's insane.
Filled up half the room. They had to hoist it in with like a bunch of hydraulics and shit, sit it in the back, and then he danced in front of it.
What?
Girl, close your eyes, let the rhythm get into. And he wasn't even scared. Is he gonna cut my hair?
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
That's Michael, man. Michael was the first one to think of all that shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
He was like Prince. He was like, I feel like all those guys that advance and pull you forward, you know what I mean? Make a movement. They always die young.
Yeah.
Right.
But they had that inquisitive mind of like, why can't I do that? Like if somebody told them no, why can't I do that?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why can't I have a movie, me fighting Wesley Snipes in a subway, and then it breaks into dance? Why? And why can't it be shot by fucking, I forgot who shot that. It was someone famous.
Like,
yeah. Why can't Scorsese shoot this?
Right.
Why not?
The budget.
Right.
Yeah.
Why can't Marlon Brando be in this video with Chris Tucker? Why?
Right.
What?
It's mind-boggling to think that, because like to have the confidence to just be like, no, that can happen. Why can't that happen?
Yeah. That's what it takes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what moves you forward. It always takes that one, and I hate to say this because I love them and I love anybody. I love anybody that takes chances, but they're crazy.
You gotta be a little bit. Yeah.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Sit there and act like he was saying, you're out of your fucking mind.
Right.
The dude had a 7-foot tall Jolly Green Giant in his house. And he was 45 when he bought it.
Yeah. Yep.
You're crazy,
Yeah.
but you know what? I love your crazy.
Right.
Right.
I love your crazy. I love Prince and his assless chaps that he wore at the MTV Music Awards.
You gotta be secure to let your cheeks out.
Let your cheeks out.
And just walk. Like,
You know what's crazy? This is how crazy the music industry is and the entertainment business and how Hollywood plays everybody, right? Like we're puppets.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they had everybody thinking Prince was crazy.
Yeah.
They had everybody talking shit about Prince.
Right.
Oh, it's the sign. Oh, look at this crazy motherfucker. He's no longer Prince anymore. He's the sign. Mm-hmm. That's the media. That was Sony doing that shit on Prince, calling him crazy. He didn't want to drop his name. He wanted his fucking name. Mm-hmm. They kept his fucking name.
Right.
He wanted to make his own music, but they wouldn't let him do it under his name. Mm-hmm. That's why he was the sign.
Right.
He didn't want to make CDs anymore. He was the first one to tell everybody before Napster, streaming.
He was. That's crazy.
He said that before anyone. Yep. He was on the Arsenio Hall show. I think it was the Arsenio Hall show. And he said, I'm streaming my album. And everyone was like, what?
They're doing what?
And then they were like, but you normally sell 5 million copies. And this time, you only sold 700,000 streams, Prince. What a stupid investment. And he was like, I make 100% of all the sales.
Right.
I'm not making 10 cents a record anymore.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm making $15.
Do the math, yep.
And then he went like this.
Oh my gosh. I would make that sound too after seeing that check.
I don't know. That's another reason why Will, like, we live in a time where people like to just point fingers and make fun of them without doing their research first, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do your research.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Enjoy the process. Fucking make shit happen. Don't sit and wait for anybody, man. That's why I love what you did, Will. You made it happen. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful video during a time. That's another thing. During a time.
Yeah.
Very climatic time right now.
Yeah.
It's a nice love story that you fit in there.
Yeah.
It's great. And then you dress like, you dress like my son.
Right from Tacoma. Yeah.
It was cool to see family in there too. I saw little Dre in there.
Yeah.
I mean, and then of course Dre was involved, and I like that, man. It was all love, man. Did you enjoy the project?
Absolutely, yeah. To me it was cool because this is probably, I think, the 5th video I've shot, and this is the 2nd video I've released, which means that being in Washington and sometimes working with different directors and producers and stuff, you never know, like, you have an idea of what you want, but you don't know what it's going to look like when it comes out. And there's times where we shot stuff and put a lot of time and energy into projects, and then it just missed the mark. So to me, and it took months of like waiting to find out if this was even going to be good. With this project, I was down there, I think Tuesday, we did a photo shoot, shot Wednesday, Thursday. I left Friday and then got the first draft the next week. And I was like, wait, this can't be, maybe it's just like screen grabs, but he had the whole video. And I was like, I can't even think of tweaks. Like, I'm trying to figure out what we can change to make it better, but it was so good. So to me, it was nice to to shoot something and have it turn out better than what I imagined and have it happen that quick. So props to Luca on that as well, because that was incredible.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah.
I see, man, you guys, you hear that? You hear that process? Don't just sit in your living room praying to God that it'll happen. Make it happen, you guys.
Yeah.
Your resources are in front of you.
Yeah.
Will's an amazing singer. Where can they go to hear the song?
You can go to any platform you have, or you can go on my Instagram at Will Jordan Music, and the link will take you there. But willjordanmusic.com is the website.
Spell that for him.
WILLJORDANMUSIC.com. So willjordanmusic.com. Yeah. And that'll take you everywhere. And
download everything. This kid deserves it. He works hard. You know what I mean? It's very inspirational. The music's beautiful. It's, me and Andre are old, so, you know what I mean? We love R&B, so it's hard to listen to some of these cats today.
Right.
And you're bringing it back. You're bringing it back to, you're bringing it back for us. It's fun to hear music like that. And not talking about how wet it is down there.
Oh, my God. I'm just trying to balance things out and just provide an alternative for the other stuff that is out there.
I don't want to really know. I really don't want to know how wet it is down there. You know what I mean? I don't really want to know.
Yeah. There's a lot of information in the music that's out nowadays.
A lot of information.
A lot of details and descriptions. My parents, I think it was a birthday party or something like that. And my dad's a preacher, my mom's a teacher and a counselor, and they are completely unaware of what's going on in that world. Yeah. And my brother sent us all a joke. And it was some preacher talking about something about WAP. And my dad was like, "What's WAP?" And I was like, oh no, please don't.
No, Dad, you don't want to know, Dad.
Hours in the day to explain it.
And you're like, "Dad, do you want a WAP with cheese or without?"
No.
I want it without.
Oh, my eyes. I'm crying right now. Yeah, so I just want to balance things out and just provide just some music that has nothing to do.
Music. That's dope, man.
Yes.
WillJordanmusic.com. Get all the music. And I strongly suggest, Will, you put out all your content. Everything that you didn't even like, is it up?
Yeah.
It's all up?
Yeah, I think the music or the
all your videos.
You're right. I'll do it. I got to put them out.
100%, bro.
You're right.
Be proud of all your work.
Yeah.
No, man, there's some shitty movies Spike Lee did, but guess what? He put them in the theater. Mm-hmm. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of them that you fucking love, isn't there?
Right. That's
and
true.
You need that palette, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of shit that Denzel. Well, there's not that much that Denzel did. Denzel pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did all right.
Tom Cruise. I like Tom too. Shit. There's a couple Tom I don't like. There's a couple Tom I don't like. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put it out. Put it out.
I will put it out.
Put it out today, bro. Why are you sitting on them?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Put all your stuff out. Put that energy out. Be proud of everything you've done. The only thing that you should be embarrassed of is that wall that's behind you. You don't have any artwork or anything?
The way
what, are you calling me from a dorm, motherfucker?
Yes,
are you still in college at 30?
I'm at a shelter right now. Show me from the bathroom. No, yeah, you're right.
You're right. You got a Sports Illustrated you want to hang up on the wall?
I had something in mind, and this didn't work out the way I planned on it, so I had to adjust last minute.
Let's sell some songs, and let's get some. So Will can at least buy a poster,
right,
and hang on that fucking wall.
I can put this.
Yeah, you go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I got one more thing too before I go. That it's something I want to thank you for. You kind of inspired it, and it's kind of personal, but I think this is the right time to share. But
yes!
As soon as I got back home.
I don't want to. Hey, look, I don't want to plug that thing.
Yeah, they couldn't even see what it was. They just
hold on.
See the
you
colors.
know why? I'm just gonna say I gave him something to help his digestive system.
Yes.
Not that he needs it, but I think everybody needs a little help.
Right.
But I want to buy that company, so don't say the name.
Shoot, yeah. I'm glad it was blurred.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy I am.
Wow, that's awesome. I
ain't gonna plug some product for free.
Right.
I'll make it my product.
There you go.
Yeah. I as soon as I got home, I bought it. I went online and looked it up, and
oh, really?
It was the next day. Yeah.
I would have gave it to you.
Oh no, I wanted to go. Those are things that like you just want to just do because it's fun. That's exciting for me too, just to explore and find stuff. Yeah. So
I'm telling you, Dre hasn't done it the right way, so he's not experiencing. But my face looks better. I feel healthier.
Great, man.
And I'm telling you, man, I've lost weight with it, and you gotta do it consistently.
Right. It tastes so bad, but
I know it works. So bad, but you gotta plug your nose and just drink it.
Yeah.
Use 3 scoops. Always 3 scoops, not heaping, just 3 scoops.
Right.
And go for it. I know this sounds gross, you guys, but this is what old people talk.
Well,
this is old people teaching the young. Look at Dre. Dre's enjoying this.
Yeah.
Dre's like, yes, 3 scoops.
3 scoops.
Dre's thinking about it right now.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to it as soon as we get off here.
Yeah, man, I am too.
That's funny.
This was a fun pod.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
If anyone out there didn't take anything home from this, that's you. Inspire yourself. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with the same people as you. If they're not driven or have the same goals in life, they need to go. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be selfish, but they're just not in your lane. Right. You're living on borrowed time. The Lord gave you a certain amount of days. We don't know how many days He's given you, but every day is yours and make it yours. Don't share that energy with anybody else, especially the negative ones.
For sure.
Be successful in everything you want to do. Do what it is that you love and you're passionate about. Will, you're a perfect example of that. So keep thriving, my guy.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Love you guys too.
It's the Koy Pond. Andre, love you. Will Jordan, you're the shit. WillJordanmusic.com. Get the song out right now. What's the name of it, Will?
It's called Back to Me.
There you go. I love you guys.
Love you.
Me too.